September the 11th. What would less look like? Let's let us get used to dining out without the crowds, to being a slave to fewer slaves, to getting clothes only for their purpose, their real purpose, and living in more modest quarters. Seneca and the Tranquility of Mind. 9.3b. What would less look like? Let us get used to dining out without the crowds, to being a slave to fewer slaves, to getting clothes only for their sole use, their real purpose, and living in more modest quarters. The writer Stefan Zweig, known for his Stoic-esque wisdom, was at one point one of the best-selling authors in the world, only to have his life destroyed by the rise of Hitler's sad yet timeless rhythm of history. Politicians are run out of office for taking a stand we later recognize as courageous. Countless hardworking and prosperous completes have their hardworking completes have their money stolen by financial crooks. Someone is accused of a crime, but not vindicated until years later. At any moment, we may be toppled from our perch and made to do with less money, less recognition, less access, less resources. Even the lesses that come with age, less mobility, less energy, less freedom. But we can prepare for that in some way by familiarizing ourselves with what that might feel like. One way to protect yourself from the sayings of fate, the swings of fate, and from the emotional vertigo that can result is by living within your means. Now, so today we can try to get used to having and surviving on less, so that if we're forced to have less, it would not be so bad. What would less look like? The practice of lesses, the preparation. We're preparing for what could happen. It's proactive pragmatism. It's understanding it's going to happen. We're going to get old. So it's not like, oh, I might get old. We do get old. And with age comes less mobility, less energy, less resources. That's inevitable. So it might be a good idea to prepare and, as Ryan mentions, recognize what would that feel like? What would it feel like to have less in the future? What would it feel like to have less money, less resource, less energy, less recognition, less opportunities to travel, or what would that feel like? Would it feel, oh, I can't do that thing I want to do now, and I can't go to that place, I can't go to that restaurant, I can't go buy that dress or that and trainers or that smartphone or whatever it is that we covet, that we strive for. And it's the simple things, recognizing the simple things, indifferent from materialism. Simplistic, it's, simplistic. That sort of level, taking a bit of time out to live some days of having less. And how is it feeling? Feel the body. How does it feel like just to be in the woods for a night? Or going away and a day in isolation? What would it look like? What would that setting look like? And how would it feel going through that experience in more modest quarters? Think about all the history, all the people I've had. One moment, everything, the next, nothing. Through no fault of their own. People who've thought they've got away with a crime later found. And the other way, innocent people who have who were wrongly found guilty. So wrongly accused. So it's the inner resources, less money, without the money, recognition, access. Prepare. Solidarity. What can you remove from your life today? Can you go through an inventory of, do I need that? Do I need this? How much will I save if I didn't do this? How much time would I have if I didn't do that? Writing that things down, what we're doing, what we have, who we're hanging around with, what we'd like to do. Enjoy the day, my friend.